Hey everyone! So the new Mac Mini has finally been announced, and in this video I wanted to share my thoughts on it. So I've been a huge Mac Mini fan for several years now, and my first Mac Mini was the 2011 model, which I used for 7 years, and it was powerful enough to edit videos on Final Cut Pro 10. And throughout the years, I fell in love with it, and in 2014 I got super excited when they finally updated it. However, that quickly went away as Apple took several steps backwards. Now, fast forward 4 years, and we finally have a proper Mac Mini that is no longer severely underpowered. Now, I wanted to discuss some of the options that you have and what I actually recommend getting. Realistically, there's 2 scenarios you should consider. Either go base or go highest end, with 8 gigs of RAM on both, and buy the RAM from a third-party seller. So, option 1. Buy the base model with the quad-core i3, which doesn't include hyper-threading technology. And that's fine, the system will be powerful enough for most people. Remember, I made do with an old dual-core system for years, and it was capable of editing without much of an issue. Most of my videos in this channel were created using that old 2011 Mac Mini, and that's while editing in a rather smooth timeline. Anyways, select 8 gigs of RAM and select the storage. I would advise maybe 256 and go for external for everything else. And that's it. And this build is designed for basic users that don't require that much power. However, you can still edit videos on it if you really want. For the higher end model, go for the 6-core i7, which has hyper-threading, and keep the RAM again at 8 gigs, and buy more RAM from a third-party reseller. And keep the storage at 256 and go for external storage. And the total comes out to be $1,300 for the highest end Mac Mini. And that can outperform my iMac 5K in terms of pure CPU power, and that's impressive. And sure, the Mac Mini doesn't have a dedicated GPU, however that can be added via an external GPU, making it incredibly powerful. And that's what makes this device great. Apple has brought back some of the flexibility the original Mac Mini once had. The Mac Mini is now at full power, and I'm glad that Apple is finally making the Mac Mini great again. I will be buying the base Mac Mini later this year. It will be a family computer because our current computer needs to be replaced as soon as possible. Although my family doesn't need the CPU power, they will appreciate the ultra-fast SSD. So overall, the new Mac Mini gets 2 massive thumbs up. The Mac OS ecosystem is more accessible than ever. When Steve Jobs first introduced the machine, it was designed as an entry-level platform that worked great at the time. But now things have changed. When many YouTubers began using the Mac Mini as an editing machine, more was demanded from the machine, and the Mac Mini's popularity increased. And now Apple is listening to their users and giving them what they want, a Mac Mini with virtually the internals of a MacBook Pro. So, bring your own keyboard and mouse and join the macOS ecosystem at an entry-level price, without sacrificing performance. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time.